Hello, good morning. It is Wednesday morning before work, and I wanted to hop on and let's do something kind of quick. We don't have a ton of time, but something I wanted to try out. I want to make some either paper clips or something to that effect, some ephemera with some layered ephemera with some lace, some neat textured paper, some little tags, minimal supplies, and kind of neutral, and see how we like those. So let's go ahead and get started. I really should have opened these beforehand, but I did not. A little loud, but not terrible. All right, one more. Have to move kind of quickly today. All right, so I'm thinking something along the lines of something like this, or with one of these. Something a little simpler than, but beautiful because of the texture. So not a lot of pieces, but a lot of texture. So I definitely like this lace. We need to decide how big we want to make this. So I'm going to grab a couple of options here for paper clips. And we wouldn't even necessarily have to make them paper clips. We could do something along the lines of just making it a clip. We could just do like this and it clips to the page. Although I only have bright colors for these. I should pick up some normal ones. Some just plain metal ones. I probably have a black one somewhere on my work desk, but we don't have time for that today. We can't go digging. All right, so let's pull out. I like this. I got this a long time ago. I think not even last year, the year before Halloween at the dollar store, and I've never used it, but I think the texture is incredible. So I definitely want to use some of this. We could go wider and then narrow our top to go over the paper clip. Or we could also start with a paper base. Maybe we should do that. Do I have anything thick? What if we doubled this up? How wide do we want to go? About that wide? Let's try this. Let's double this up. This is total on the fly thinking, everybody. I have no plan at all other than layers, texture. That's it. That's all I got. Let's take our glitter glue here and let's go ahead and put this together. How shall we hook this on? How about like that? Yeah, I think we should go like this. So let this here. Oh, don't be boogered up, my friend. We don't have time to mess. Okay. Work with me, glue. Work with me, please. There we go. Let's not let panic set in first thing in the morning over a piece of paper and some glue. We know better than that, don't we? going to be a busy day at work, so there's going to be enough. I won't call it panic, but there will be enough. There will be enough things to worry about at work. We don't need to worry about them in our art room. This is not, it's not our way. I'm going to hold that down a little bit, make sure it clings very well. Okay. So, keeping on. I'm just going to make sure that that's the lace I want to use. I've got this one too that's gorgeous. And I got these at just thrift stores. Sometimes you can get them in a little bunch. Here's one that's already cut. I don't have a ton, but you know, you don't need a super ton. You can, I don't know why that's in there. You can find creative ways to use what you've got. At some point, I need to figure out how to put, and coffee, cheers. I need to figure out how to put a picture in the middle of a video, or at some point, you know, stop the video, insert a picture, because I've seen recently people have these amazing, amazing tours of their art room, and it's just incredible. And sometimes I think, oh my gosh, I would never get there. I would never have that much. But you don't have to. You really don't have to have that much. It can be less than that. It really, I don't think I want that quite that wide. I'm going to trim that. You don't have to have every option. You don't have to have every color. You don't need, you know, shelves and shelves and shelves of paper. You don't need that. Would it be fun? Oh, yeah, of course it would. It would be fabulous. However, that's also a lot of decisions to make, and I get conflicted. So it might not be so great for me anyway. I want to keep, well, let's see. I want to add some textured paper. Do we want to go with the purple? I've got a whole stack, which means I can make more. So let's just go with this pale purple. I think that's very pretty. Let's just go with that. These, I'm gonna cut it first because it has these really thick fibers in there, and they're really hard to rip around, and it never gets even remotely close to a line. So I cut it first, and then I am roughing up the edges by just pulling some of those fibers out. I think that's pretty. Now, do we want to go with this tag? Do we want, oh, we were going to put some of this on there too, weren't we? How about sideways? I'm going to go with that tag. Do we want to go with one of these little tags? We can always, well, here, let's get a better visual of what this is going to look like. Let's grab some ink. And is that what I got going on? Well, where? Uh-oh. All right, let's take a look. I didn't put something back where it goes. No, this goes here. Not that these browns are so very different that it's gonna matter much, but let's just add a little bit of ink to here so that it's not quite so bright white. We don't have to do a lot. Could go there. Or here's another option. We have this milled lavender. Let's see what one of those would look like. Don't be lazy, just put it where thing. I was gonna hold it. Not necessary. Let's just. Now this is a much more subtle color, but we can build it up. We will have to let it dry. You can see some streaks. Let's check what it looks like if you just stick it on there. Oh, that's kind of cool. I don't know if I want that for this, but it looks kind of cool. We'd have to let it dry. Interesting pattern there. I'm just going to let that sit to the side and dry. Let's go ahead and use the circle. I don't know if I want this big of a ring on it, but let's see. It would hold up there. Yeah, let's just try it. Okay, let's start assembling this. I think I would like to use the 3-in-1 because it is so sticky and I want to get a really good, oh my goodness, I have not clearly drank enough coffee. A really good attachment. I think I'm gonna put it on here to be sure, and then also on here. Super sticky. I want to make sure that we get that piece in the middle super solid on there. That's kind of our biggest area that we can use as a anchor. That's the word I'm looking for, anchor. Anchor that. We're going to give it a second to dry, and let's start looking. Now if we wanted to, we could do both. Could do one under and one over. Let's pretend that that's the direction we're going to go, and while we're waiting for that to dry, let's add just a touch. I might not even need to add more. Oops. Nope, don't even need to add more ink. We just need a little here. And let's go ahead and grungy up the back. I enjoy sitting down in the mornings before going to work, either here or in the office. It gives me a moment to just kind of just set my brain, be ready for the day, get some creative energy out, and go into the day positive. It's hard to create when you're worrying about anything. So this gives me some time to ignore any worries. I'm going to cut that shorter. To ignore worries and just, well, that side is more interesting. I'm glad we turned that over. Let's glue this side down because this side has a lot more texture. I was going to pull that up a little. Can I still? Barely, but it worked. Look at that interest. I can't see if you can see. It's just, it's not complicated, but it's so interesting. I'm loving it so far. I've never done anything quite like this. So it's an experiment. We're experimenting together. Let's definitely add this, but I'm going to trim it down narrower. Now, how are we going to do this so it is well attached? How about, let's take a little neutral colored ticket. Come on, fumbly hands. That'll be an okay one, I think. Let's take a neutral colored ticket and we're gonna sandwich it. And see if that makes us feel happier about a good attachment. I am being generous with my glue because we don't have a lot of spots. It's gonna drip. There's a start, and now, oh, I didn't ink the edges. Hurry, hurry. Well, I guess we don't need to hurry. It's fine. It's fine. It's sitting there. It's flat. It's going nowhere. Calm down, Amber. Our creativity should not have to include panic. I'm saying that for myself because I always need to remind myself to calm down. I don't even think we need to put anything on there necessarily. Let's go ahead and let's tie this here. I'm going to put a knot, decide about where we want it, and go with our little knot. Hang completely behind. All right, I want my knot a lot higher. Can we ease it up without making a mess? If we don't, then we just, there, that's a little better. Yeah. We can even hang it over the top if we want to. Now we need to decide. I'm going to take this off. So I'm thinking this might be cuter attached right here with a brad instead of dangling loose. Or we can dangle it so it's down here. Ooh, decisions. Decisions. Well, let's pick what we want to put on it first while we're deciding where it's going to live. I want to pick something out of this little sticker book. What shall we pick? Butterflies. That's a pretty one. Flowers. A bird would be so cute. What about... The bees have just a touch of purple in their body and in their wings. We might need to do the bees. We could do these flowers too. They're super cute. Oh, sorry. I don't want to get too bright. Greenery would be really pretty. I have a feeling we're going to be making a lot of these because they're really fun. Let's do a bee. And let's have Miss Bee flying this direction. All right. Sorry. Let's put her right there. I think she's super cute. Now, do we want her up here and have one thing hanging? Want her in the middle? Do we want her? Don't overthink it. I'm gonna not overthink it, and I'm gonna get a ball chain. Let's do a ball chain. I think that's gonna look pretty cool. Let's do that. And through here. How do we like that? Yes. Yes. Now, do we want to put anything on there? Let's put something on the top for a little bit of decoration. What shall we use? Well, I'm making this harder than it needs to be. This is sitting right here. How about this? And you get to try it out. I told you before that my dad suggested using a little crochet needle to pull things through these holes. So I got this teeny tiny set. I don't know if it's too small or not, but I figured these ends, I should probably open it that way. I'll be snapping off the end. These little bitty ones would fit through the tiny eyelets. So let's see if we can get this guy open. And let's see if it works. My dad's really smart. He's a smart guy. So, and was an engineer. So let's see. Let's see if this is going to be helpful. Let's grab it in the middle. Oh, look at that. Oh, win for Dad. Win for Dad. This is an extra complicated one because it's got a, oh my God, I'm making such a big mess. We're gonna have to re-finagle everything after we get this through. Okay, but we're still gonna do it. We're gonna get it through. We might even end up tearing this little thing all apart because it's such a, the twine piece. I probably should have put all of the other stuff on after the fact. Twine should have been first. But can I fix some of this? Maybe? Can we get that over there? Oh, we did it. Okay. There we go. So here's our little embellishment. Oh, he's cute. One thing. It needs one more little thing. What do we need our little tag to say? It needs to say something, I think. Let's see what I got for little bitty words. Pull out my tiny word stamps here. There's all my word stamps. I'm sure there's others in our new sets, but these have lots of little words. I love this one, The Earth Laughs in Flowers. I don't use sentiments too often. There's a little ticket. There's a tiny hello, that's cute. What's this say? A friend is someone who makes it easy. if kind would fit on there. There's some more words. Oh, hold on. I'm so grateful. With thanks, celebrate. Happy life is made of little things. You can deal with anything if you have the right shoes. How about, they're sweet. I'm sure there's a be kind somewhere around here, but I don't know if, who knows how long it would take me to find it. So what if we did wish? Let's see if we can manage that. I'm making a decision. Or hello. I love the hello. It's so pretty. Hello it is. Hello. Hello. Might be losing my marbles already this early in the morning. Holy cow, it's only 7:15. My marbles are on their way out. Let's go. No. Let's stick with this. I don't know if I can control it well enough with a big block. I'm going to try this. And if it doesn't work, we can always pull this one off and do a different one. Oh. It worked. It's not the crispest thing you've ever seen, but you can read it, and that means it worked. Okay, everybody, thanks for joining me on this morning. Here's what we ended up with. I think that's a fun little embellishment. Let's see what it's going to look like on here. I've got a playing card. I need to pull this out and do something with these too. Super cute. Hey, it looks kind of nice on that. Maybe that's what we need to do next time, is these playing cards that I've got covered with some collage papers. All right. I hope you guys have a fabulous Wednesday, and I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye.